Well, that should be it. We should be nice and live. Audio's working this time. Visuals look great. On our way back to Waikiki from Diamond Head Lookouts. The roadside, coastal side, coastal lookouts, not the, that's the hiking version of the lookouts right up there. Let's see. Shall we go along the roadside, or do you want to go along the coast side? The coast side is a lot nicer. You can see some more. We'll see some more surf and water that way. Let's go that way. How's the audio? Well, the wave action is just so good today. Perfect for surfing, mid-level surfing, kite surfing, windsurfing, those foil surfers. And this is the Nahoku, I'm sorry. Both of those are whale watching tours they're going out on. And you can kind of cheat when they come over here. They're not under power. I think they use power unless it's really windy. I think they use power to get out to here, but then they cut it off, and I think if there's wind, they'll use just wind. But when you see them slow down, that's usually around where whales are. And I saw 3 different whales over here. I don't know if the visuals cut off before you guys could see it, but that windsurfer was out there kind of chasing it a little bit. It just did a little rollover a couple times. It is, J-Dog. It's down a little bit. If you guys remember coming here before, the waves usually don't break that far out or curl over that much, but it looks cool today. You want to watch your step here because this rock can be a little shaky. Walking up here, Wendy and I were looking. Wendy came with me. She went around the other side of Diamond Head. Isn't this step cool? These steps right here, where you used to be able to go on the beach and step up here. This looks very ely, very moray-illy, but I didn't see one. There's some big crabs down here, though. Those monk seals should come down here and have a good time with those crabs. They're big. They're like that big around. Thank you, Sandy, for the second or third notification. Hi there. Good. If it wasn't so rough, man, the turtles would just eat that up. See all that algae and, not algae, but those like seaweeds. They would love that. The water's so clear here today. Boy, today's a really good day to see whales. It's a little kind of overcast, and when you look out, when you're up elevated by the Diamond Head lookout, and you're looking kind of, instead of looking flat across, you kind of look down, and you can see the patterns of the waves a little bit. And then when a whale breaks, you can see it's a kind of an awkward break. It's not a usual break. You're good. Good luck. Catch lots of good stuff. These are one of the numerous lights along here that the homeowners will turn on. It just illuminates this at night, and it's just beautiful. Looks almost, looks very ethereal. This place here is usually loaded up with people, usually U of H sorority chicks. For some reason, it's really popular for them, but not for, I don't know why the guys don't come out. You'd think they would, but yeah, I mean, it's like remarkably one side. It's like 90% girls, and the guys don't even come out here. And this is a public beach here, but they're out here all the time. It's just beautiful. Beautiful little beach when the water's about this level and lower. All right, now I'll be able to read some of your comments. I couldn't read them at all before. It's so bright. This is the park where I'm going to do Lucille's memorial, right here and on that water over there. This was her favorite park. She'd know that we're coming here, and when I was carrying her, she'd just start wiggling and wiggling and trying to fight to get down, because when this tree flowers and these little flowers come on the ground, she would love these, and she would spend literally an hour. She'd smell one, look up, go to the next one, look up, go to the next one, smell it, go to the next one. And she'd always look back at me like, can you believe how good this smells? Go to the next one, smell it, look back at me, go to the next one, smell it, look back at me. So I think she'd like to stay there. All right, now I can see your names and see the comments a little bit. Hello, Diane, aloha. And Steve, good to see you. Valentini, Ann without an E, good to see you. J-Dog. Oh yeah, she'd roll in them all the time. Now that I look back, I feel bad about yelling at her, but I would say, would you stop? It's old. I mean, come on, man. Because she would do it for 5 minutes straight, just wiggle, 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 to get that smell on her. Now I would let her do it as long as she wanted. Like, woman, would you hurry up? There's the top peak of Diamond Head right there. See it? I did I don't know how much of those other videos I did that I had to end. I don't know how much of those you guys were able to see or hear or when it cut off. But I went up to the first lookout. The first lookout where they have the surfer's wall or the surfer's walk that goes down from the street level down to the beach. It's a pretty good incline, decline, whichever way you're going. but I couldn't get a connection, so I couldn't live stream it. So I did a recorded video, but I have a recorded video from the top of the lookout all the way down, looking along the beach and then going back up. So you guys can get a look at it. I know some of you have done that before. Others may have looked at it and thought it was maybe too steep, but I wanted to show you what it looks like to go down. It's not that bad. .100-degree Sydney. Was that Lance? Oh, it's Glenn. Hey, Glenn, how are you? Yeah, she smelled those. I don't know what those are. I always called them, I always said they were plumerias. I don't think they are. Matter of fact, I'm like 100% sure they're not. But I always said that's what they were. Look at these cool little houses. I just can never get enough of these. They're just beautiful. I'll show you some of these that are a little bit more in line with the older design. This is an older design, but like from the 50s. That one right there. Some of these are here from the 20s. Not these. These are on lots from the 20s. This next little lookout up here are from like the 29 to like 34, I think it is. I'll show you. These right here, aren't they cool? We're going to go down to the surfers walk and show it to you, and then we'll come out here and I'll show you these in this little cul-de-sac. This is really popular for the foil surfers and regular surfers to come. There's the two Nahokus looking for whales. That's the canoe club right down there with all the canoes in the water there. And you can take this wall all the way around to where we came from before. You have to get a little wet though in order to do it. Excuse me. This is going to be our next group purchase, this house here. So it could be the going to Hawaii crash house. These houses, aren't those beautiful? Let me get out of the sun a little bit, kind of block the sun for you guys. See that? See how close they were, these 2-3 houses here all together? This one's cool looking. The rooms look so tiny, but it's just neat how it has a little staircase that goes up, kind of wraps around. A little tiny garage for a little tiny car. This one is from, says this historic site from 1932, right there. Hi there. If you guys ever come here, if you walk right through that little walkway right there, right on the where the gate is, that's a beautiful shot, very unique, kind of a gate. You've seen it on some of our reels before, I'm sure. Hi there. This is the far tip end of Queen Kapiolani Park. And this road goes around to Diamond Head Lookout that way, as does this road here. And this is the one-way Kalakaua. That's just like Kapiolani. It's Kalakaua. Dadgummit, I don't know why I do that. I'm getting worse about that lately. But this is Kalakaua. Goes right to there. That stop sign is Diamond Head Lookout going that way. You go this way to go around the other side of Queen Kapiolani Park. Aren't these cool little places here? Nice condos. Unique pine trees here in Hawaii right there, huh? Yeah, that's right, Mara. 42 viewers, only 20 likes. Boo. They've had that fountain off the last 3 times I've been by here. I wonder if it's broken again. I hope not. And if it is, I hope they fix it quickly. These, I stop by here often because because I remember the price. This was late summer, but this was 1.2 million, and the one right on the other side was 2.1 million. I remember that just because the numbers were inversed. But the one on the other side looked kind of like this rounded corner one that had 2 balconies on it, which is not bad. They were both 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I remember that because the 2-1 numbers. I don't know the square footage, but they look pretty nice because that whole area, it looks like this whole back windowed area and that balcony was the same unit. That's what it appears like to me anyway. Yeah, these dopes went ahead and got new koi fish in here. If you guys have a big koi pond in your house, here are some free kois. Come get them. And they're beautiful, colored. Like that beautiful park. Boy, the grass is nice and green, huh? Hear the birds singing. They're all happy. There's Diamond Head right there. You'll be able to see it really nicely with the fountain in the foreground here in just a second. Isn't that pretty? Just a nice view, I think. Yeah, this is something you don't normally see. Even in the wet season. See right up there? Look how, all the way up to the top, all along that little ridge right there. It's all nice and green, all the way up to the top, all the way in this ridge. I mean, how many of you have been here a lot have seen greenery all the way up there? When we were shooting, this is years ago, this is almost 20 years ago, when we were going to shoot the HVCB video, we got to walk along that ridge down to about that peak right there so we could look back and see what the shot was going to look like. We didn't have drones back then, obviously, so we wanted to shoot back this way and see people coming up the hike. Either that or get a helicopter, but that was going to be more stable and less expensive than a helicopter, but we ended up not doing that shoot at all. Right through here's the canoe company, or the canoe club. The canoe club, you'll remember, if you look at some of the very, very early, like 1920s, 1918, 25 or so, you'll see the canoe club. Oh, actually, this is Elks Club canoes up here. You'll see the canoe club in the foreground. It had like a little pier, almost like, and it's often mistaken, as it was by me the other day, it's mistaken for the pier that was in front of Moana Surf Rider, and it's not. It's right up here, the canoe club. See, Outrigger Canoe Club. And it's actually right out there. And so this area was built up in at that time frame. So if you've seen the historical photos of Canoe Club, this is it right here. Yep, that's right, Janet. Let's go back to over here. Michelle's. Yeah, make sure you guys like and share. You guys can share it on YouTube. I couldn't for the life of me, I couldn't remember, and I thought, of course you can share it because there's links that we've shared out many, many times. So share that link if you can, if you care to. Come back after the stream's over with and leave a comment on this video, another video. All helps. Our percentage growth has been really good. We had like 29 new subscribers, and every few counts. There will be a threshold that we hit, and it's just a made-up number that the algorithm for YouTube has. And if we keep doing good content that gets a lot of interactivity or activity, there will be a stream or two or a video or two that goes viral, and that's when you break out and you get like 300 subscribers in a day and 200 over a weekend, and it just goes boom, 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 boom. That's the way it's been on other channels that we've built. Let's see if someone's in Janet's condo. Nope, it's Janet's condo right there. She hasn't bought it completely yet. This is the canoe club, as you can imagine. This is a super turtley place right here. And it's like a hit or miss. They're either here a bunch or not at all. You almost never see one or two. There's Janet's condo. That's Kaimana Beach, Kaimana Hotel. Boy, it's nice and bright. Visuals look great, don't they? Yes, hyping streams help too, Shane. Oh yeah, good growth. I mean, percentage-wise, I mean, if you look at it, you're like, oh man, another 10 views or 20, but it's the percentage that they look at. You know, based on the percentage of viewers you have or subscribers and the activity, number of comments, long comments, things like that. It all helps. The Nahokus are coming back in. That's one. That's the other one. I don't know if that's one or two. I'm just saying that's both of them, I should have said. What if they saw turtles today? There's a look back at the whole of Waikiki. And just for reference, when we are at Magic Island over there, looking this way, and we say that's Kaimana Hotel, that's Kaimana Hotel. And that is Magic Island right there. Right there's the tip of Magic Island. So we go from there to here. That's the natatorium. What did Valentini ask about the trolley? What was the question? This is a super even bottom, pretty even bottom down here. I snorkeled over here before a long time ago, but it has all this really good, nasty algae and stuff that the turtles love to eat. But Kathy Martinez broke the curse for us with those turtles. All right, Mary Kay, see you later. It's not now. It was windy early. It's not as windy now. Where are you wanting to know if the trolley stops? By the way, the trolley's stopping now at Kakako Farmers Market. That's on one of their... Thank you, Kathy. This is, we don't normally look out past here because there's usually a lot of people, but that's the Outrigger Canoe Club. I think Actually, I shouldn't say because I don't know for sure, but I think you have to be a member to even have drinks there, but I'm not sure. And that's Michelle's, the restaurant. See how it's all open there, air there? Is that beautiful? Normally I can't turn around and show it to you like that because there's people in there eating. All right, Jacqueline, when's your next tournament? Do you point and fight or do you do forms or teaching or what? What do you do? Oh, does it stop here? No. It stops, the closest it gets is it stops right there at the Waikiki Aquarium and that Duke Hanamoku's statue. Oop. I think I was just getting ready to say, you got to watch where you're stepping. I damn near tripped. There, now I can show you. Those are guys who are working, so you can see that a beautiful place. Look, tables right here. Look, J-Dog, all you have to do is come from right here to right here. You could probably jump the wall there and not even have to pay. Let that Jersey freak flag fly. Aloha, Aussie Nightmare. Yeah, the aquarium is right here. That's the closest stop it has. Elks is right there. It's not a far walk, I'll show you. It's maybe 600-700 yards or so. Hey, sir. That's the Kaimana Hotel right there. This is Lotus Hotel. Rarely hear about it. Used to be the old W. Yeah, it's right here. We're going to walk right by it. Ooh, there's a lizard right there, yuck. Terrified of those things. There's one more look at Diamond Head. Those clouds look cool. A lemon drop from here? Oh, or from Michelle's?
I don't want to. You want to just take the table? Good?
The world's most expensive convenience store. Kaimana Beach and Natatorium. That's the aquarium right there. That fence is, the entrance is right on the other side. We're going to go around the back side. It's more interesting. When I was very little, my brother held me down and stuck a lizard in my mouth and made me chew it. I had to swallow it. I didn't swallow all of it, only the part I didn't swallow or didn't chew up enough, and I spit it up. So ever since then, I've had a negative reaction to seeing lizards. Tasted like a burnt cigarette. I'll never forget that taste. Yeah, I would scream too. Wendy has seen me jump when I see lizards. Oh. Yeah, those taste good. They don't taste like nasty stuff.
يعني خليه السرعة عليه.
But that was also the same brother that helped me dig up my pig's head that we butchered and pull the teeth out of its head and make necklace out of it. So he kind of righted that wrong. That's the Waikiki Aquarium. They're making a new exhibit back there. Valentini with a super chat. Very nice of you. $1.99 US dollars. Very kind. Huntsmans, those are super super bad for you, aren't they? Yeah, it was his idea. He's like, hey, let's make a club. Let's make a boy pig club. We need to get pull the teeth out of boy pig. That was the name of my pig that I bought. I bought that pig at an auction. He was about as big as a cantaloupe. Bought him at the state fair auction for, I think it was $5. Took him home in a shoebox. That sucker got to be about 3, 4, big fat pig. And we didn't have any money, so someone from our church bought him. And I don't forget, my dad said, boys, we're going home. Let's go home. So we left church. And my father butchered my pig in probably the most horrific way you can imagine. Happy to tell you if you want me to, but if not, I'll just know that he was put out of commission. And I just sat there in horror and watched it. My dad had us tie 2x4s on our wagon. We're like, why, Dad? Why, Dad? And then he put boy pig up on top of after his head was cut off, put him on the 2x4s across our wagon. We had to pull him over to where he boiled boy pig so we could scrape the skin and hair off of him. And then he butchered him. But that's not the good part of the story. The good part of the story is about 2-3 weeks later, that's when my brother said, let's dig his head up. And I was over the trauma, and I was really fascinated with the idea of having pig's teeth on a necklace. So after we dug the hole and put his head and guts in there, we went back a couple weeks later and dug it back up. And it was exactly as you thought it would be. But because it rotted so much, it made pulling the teeth out really easy. So we nailed the ears down on a board and pulled his teeth out. And my brother, in his wisdom, said, let's cut the ears off, and those will be the ears for the captain. So I had an ear and he had an ear, and we poked a hole through it and put a piece of leather around our necks, and we wore those pig ears And then we got the teeth and drilled little holes through the teeth so we can have teeth around the ears too. That's the story of Boy Pig. Yeah, but if you want to make an omelet, right, you got to break a few eggs. I think that maybe, that's why I love pigs. I had a pig, I had a pot-bellied pig when I lived in Paradise Valley. His name was Pork Chop. That may be why I like pig ears, pig snout. Muting this sound. If we didn't wait the 2 weeks, his teeth would have been impossible to get out. But because the teeth were rotting in his jaw already, to pull them out with pliers, we had his ears nailed down and was holding his face down. His teeth came out pretty easy. But it was drilling the hole through the teeth, because we put the teeth in a vise and we put a drill on it, ding, and shoot the pig teeth. That's how we got busted. It would shoot a pig tooth across the shop in our shed. And my dad, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, he comes walking out and he's got a couple of pig teeth with with poorly drilled holes in them. He goes, "What the hell are these pig teeth doing here with holes in them?" Well, I don't know. Who would do something like that? I love this shot. Who says I didn't? Kiyohora. To you too. Oh, my dad did. Said, "Boy, you're going to learn." It was threatening to rain all day today. It sprinkled a little bit and it was cloudy, shiny, or sunny, cloudy, sunny, cloudy. Oh, I'm done. No more. I thought you guys would like a wholesome story about a boy and his pig. Okay, no more pig stories, no more boy pig stories. Look at that dog. He loves that water, doesn't he? What kind of dog is that? Yeah, God, he's beautiful. That's the guy who lets that dog run around with no leash. Too bad. I think something happened out here today, because they've been flying this chopper low, and up there at the Diamond Head Lookout, there was a lifeguard who was up there using binoculars. Then Wendy said something about they were looking, they found a board, like an empty board or something, I guess. That's what she was saying. And it's been flying really low. And it seems like the tour choppers were kind of going slower and lower, seems to me. What's your dog's name? Yeah, it doesn't look good. I mean, they're definitely looking for something out there, because they're doing like a serpentine, you know, not just a circle. They're doing a circle, inside circle, outside circle. Oh, doggone, what was this older gentleman's name? David, right? David, that was his name. Chai. Hello, Chai. Oh, really? Yeah, that's sad. Let me see if I won't put him on, but you can kind of see him. See this guy here on the right hand side with a big white beard and dark hat? We'll say hello to him. Hello, David.
Hi.
How are you, my friend?
My pleasure.
How's your day?
All right.
Good, good. Stay out of the sun, my friend. Okay? Yeah, they're looking for somebody. Look at that. See how they're... Look at that. That's really close. It's right out in here, too. Can you guys see the chopper? Yeah, they're doing loops. I believe, I don't want to imply anything, but I believe that's what Wendy said. They found a board, and I'm assuming she meant it was an empty board. You know, just nobody on it, but a floating out there. Let's hear it, birds. The visual's good for everybody else. It's the Honolulu Zoo right there. Thanks again, Valentini, for your super chats. Very nice. See, look how low he is. That chopper's really, really low. That's not a tour chopper either. It may be a tour chopper, but he's not doing a tour. That's for sure.
Fucking game on, what's going, baby? All the river that will carry me. Finally, I'm rescued.
Blurry, blurry. Yeah, we'll end it. We'll end the stream right up here. Blurry and wavy. You guys want to hear stop and talk to these guys? What's their sign says? It says U.S., Israel, governments, criminal, and terrorist. Every life is sacred. Mourning all the lives before, on, and after 10/7/23. Oh, we can go there and talk to them. Start a conversation. You guys are no, don't do it. Whatever you do. No, I wouldn't. I'm just teasing. Guys, there's 57 of you on here and 38 likes. What did I do to offend you? All right, here we go. 4 L's. 4 L's. 4 of those bad boys. Hopefully you laughed, learned, loved, and liked the stream. Share it if you would. One more for lovely Lucille. I'm working on her memorial video, but trust me, it's very difficult. If this is your first stream, hopefully it's not last. If it's your last, ooh, you're going to miss out. I owed you guys the details for the tours, and I failed you. I came and did this stream instead. But you'll have them tomorrow. All right. Still 38 likes. You guys I'm going to find out who you holdouts are. Well, look at that chopper. It's someone out there. You can see him circling right over there. And it looks like a lifeguard chopper. Maybe it's not. Maybe that was a lifeguard chopper out there by Diamond Head. All right. Anyway, thank you guys. And know that I love and appreciate every second, every minute, every hour, every day. You let me show you all that. Aloha.